have a Reggaemylitis.
Welcome to Reggaemylitis, your musical catalyst. I'm your host, Cool T, and today we feature a very special guest on the channel, one of dancehall's fastest rising stars, and a man from Clarendon, Inpha Reblitive and he's here to tell us his story. Of course, some banger tune the man of a road right now, songs like Fulla Girl featuring Sikka Rymes, From Pit to Pulpit, and of course Decimal Point. So without further ado, let's get to the point. Inpha, welcome to Reggaemylitis.
Wow, go on.
They long overdue.
Yeah man, no joke.
How you come up with a complex name like that, you know, because we go way back and me know he's a youth, he's a deep thinker. So from the name, I say this is unusual.
A lot of people tend to have difficulties in pronouncing the Reblitive, so the Reblitive really come about from a fusion between rebellious and relatives. So instead of say rebellious relatives, we just shorten it and say Reblitive. Yeah man, a whole heap of thought put into it because at first, based on the type of lyrics we used to sing, is mostly gun lyrics, you know, it just coming up, and at the time, cartel them, I don't know them, and them are running place. Busy signal them just the same man. And mostly gun lyrics, so the lyrics them when I used to use people, I say me think them a shot. So they used to give me a name based on the complexion and the type of lyrics, name Infrared.
Yeah.
And you know, as me grow old, I have a community, me go have a man named Infrared. So me I say, you know, me have to go change the name here. And before me even change it, me did start build up a little group. Whereas me say, Rebellious Relatives was the name of the group. So we fuse it and say Reblitive, and me eventually shorten the Infrared and say Inpha, and put Reblitives as my Facebook name as Inpha Reblitive. And I see it and I say, you know, I love that name here. Because I been wanting to change the Infrared. And it just work out that it fit in, and everywhere I go people I say, that name is unique, you know. Must be a reason why it's unique that way there. Right. You know, common and in a regular. Yeah man. So that is Inpha Reblitive in terms of name.
Right. Alright, so see that we get that out of the way because that's one of the major questions, you know.
Yeah,
so we could go to the roots now. Clarendon, in a small community, Raymond's, what it's like growing there.
Well, you know, growing up in Raymond's, one of the nicest place to grow up, you know what I mean? Whole heap of joy and fun the same way, because whole heap of talented youth come through Raymond's. Whether you want to think about football, music, just the same. Whole heap of engineer and them thing they grew up in a community, but in order to propel or be successful, them have to migrate from out of the community, you know what I mean? Because Raymond's mostly known for violence, you know what I mean? Whole heap of people, whole heap of my friend them, no make it see my age. You understand what I say? So it was very difficult growing up in Raymond's because whole heap of bad influence and wrong influence there. So without you being focused and know what you really want, you could have probably, me personally, could have ended up down the wrong side or on the wrong part. So I'm happy my parents, them, particular my grandmother did stern and strong, and she always wanted the best for me. So schooling, she make we get it back for schooling because you know Clarendon College stay already. So we escape out of the community, but we still give thanks for it because it teach we whole heap of things we are going on a wider scale like world. Yeah,
and
man.
I can attest to your schooling because you always share a class at Clarendon College a couple of years, so I know the type of personality.
Definitely.
You know, bright youth, you normally gravitate towards the English language and the literature.
Definitely.
You love them subject, and now we can see why, because it manifests itself in your music. So how that influence your music?
Alright, you see, if I tell you the truth, one of the main terms or word where people use to describe me is normally lyrical. You know what I mean? Because some people might go, most people tend to go studio and just freestyle and build up something quick and fast, but I never believe in that from the beginning. So sometimes a song will take me all a whole day for write. Sometimes our next song will take all a week, probably all a month too, because we try to ensure say we think not just basic. You understand? Say for example when me say pit to the pulpit, some people wonder what me really mean. But everybody been a say from rags to riches. I don't want to use the same cliche if you go back to rags to riches. So we go down and we think and we say, oh, we can say from rags to riches within the same type of way. From the pit to the pulpit.
And it's another thing because you say from hell to heaven. From the worst to the best experience.
From nothing to something.
Just make it normal.
From the pit to the pulpit, have to climb up no steps, morning, noon and sunset, endure pain and bloodshed, mentally drained, no stress.
Yeah,
so
man, definitely.
I love the music from long time, you understand? Because in between classes, remember when we play all money football and them things, but you always have a little music and you sing some tune and things.
Yeah,
so
man.
That time you're young, about 11, 12 years old them time. So you know, say you have a love for music long time. But how far back you can go if you say, yo, you know say you want the music? When you first take an interest to become an artist?
Alright, we've been to do music, as I say, from high school, but we never really take it serious them way that when me go Clarendon College. How me really decide say I want to become an artist now was when I start the sixth form, a very technical high school, and I get a communication studies SBA, and the option was either I do a skit, a poem, or a song. And at the time, my mother had a close friend that was an engineer at Down Sound Records, Angel, big up yourself. So I said, most can try write a song, and even if you don't write good, I know Angel we can help me with it, you know. So go in, scribble up two things. It's never perfect, because when we go to school at Clarendon College, we also sing other people's songs. Right. So that was really me writing my first song. And Angel I say, you know, say, you know, sound bad, but you want like a fix up, and you know, might tell me about keys and them something there. So after we go back and do the project, a friend of mine named Kmar Henry, I say, oh, because they know them hear the recorded version. Kmar Henry, I say, I know you write that the song there, man. And I say, yeah, man. And he say, no, sir, if you write that the song there, write one song about all like girl them in your class. Yeah. That way them sure say you. You understand? And following day, me go home and I say a joke him a make. Go school the next day and him say, warm to his song, man. And I say, I never know say serious. Yeah. So that day then me go in now and me start to do a little thing. Go back to school the following day. Me make sure I link him this time. Me they have about 8 lines because I never complete. And he say, yeah man, it sound good, man.
So him finally believe you. Just find them 8
lines. Right? Yeah, he say it sound good, but he can improve. You understand? So he might encourage me to finish up here, and then him did make another friend of mine named Problem, the Substance, listen it, and about a week or two after, there was a concert that Problem was scheduled to sing, and he must say, you know, somebody want to call you up and sing that song there. Yeah. Nervous like a woman, because I'm an artist, you know. Right. You understand? I still not feel like I want to be an artist yet. So how it reached me now, when Problem, never forget when time Problem, the Substance, call me up. And you know, people know we in high school, because you know we do schoolwork and we are the right thing. People know we. As well, then would say we are cute boy, girl in love with. Yeah. So when me take the talkaphone now and I start sing, so it's like when me I sing about Kim in my class, you know, you have about 20 other Kim in high school.
In high school, right? So every Kim I take where I say ask them.
Yeah, man. When me I say Kim, Ray, every Kim I scream. I remember, you know. Yes, when you have 3 or 4 women that make nice, a whole heap of nice in my bro. When me,
20 of them.
Oh 20 God, man. When me say Lisa, every Lisa in high school I make nice. Right, that's what me know. Say, you see this, me want to do this. Me never forget that moment there on the stage. So me always I go say respects to Substance for that, because right there and then me know say more I want to be a part of music.
Alright, so that kind of mold your character in the music now. I want to ask you this, how you categorize yourself as an artist, because I notice you say you start out with the gun tune them, but you mostly deviate from that now and you come up with songs like Decimal Point and Full of Girl with Sikka Rhymes, as me say. Yeah. So you more move towards the ladies, even with Destiny Sparta you have one, and Pretty and Petty.
Petty, definitely.
So you don't classify yourself now as a girlish artist or a for ladies then.
And you know, honestly, I never want to try to box myself to say me is a bad man artist, or me is a culture artist, or me is a dancehall artist, or me is a calypso artist. I just want to be a recording artist. You understand? Because if you bring me a rhythm, I feel like I want to do a R&B pan it. I feel like I feel comfortable to do a R&B pan it. Not because I come from Jamaica, that no means say I have to do reggae or dancehall. And I see a lot of people bash the younger generation where I come up with the trap dancehall thing, and I just want them to remember say all of this start from Sikka. I come in a reggae, evolve in a dancehall. Yeah, because I remember say even hip hop evolve out a dancehall just the same. So the new generation where they must say trap and reggae, if me get a rhythm and it's a trap rhythm, I know I can build a song on it.
And
so
if you get an 80s rhythm or a 90s, you can.
Oh God, 90s when you say, oh God, man, then the best part of music that man, 90s dancehall, man. Yeah, man. So we rounded enough where I don't feel like I want to boxing myself. Say me is a specific type of artist. Right. You understand?
Versatile.
Because I mean, if you look on a song like Pit to Pulpit, we are seeing real things where real people can relate to. And if you go decimal point, you see how intimate and romantic we go with the female body. You understand? Yeah. And then when yeah, man. And then if me Spinners Now Stick is a song featured on Tommy Lee album where I am a part of. From me say Tommy Lee, you know, badness. Yeah, badness. You know what I mean? Right. And me couldn't make it cut for the on Tommy Lee album.
If you did vaccine yourself.
Yeah, if me never was prolific in singing about that genre or that specific topic, the other just cut me off for the song. Yeah, man. So we not boxing ourselves, man. One job, dancehall, trap dancehall, hip hop, R&B. Me just see it as music.
Which is right, because and it's not just music, it's entertainment on a whole. So whatever way you can entertain the fans, you know.
Yeah, man, but we not comedy it out, you know.
Right, yeah. You can get a little bit of comedy, man. But
yeah,
you know, say, because Professor Nuts are one of the biggest comedian and one of the biggest artists that out there.
Yeah, and if you think align the most lyrical artists me know pass through dancehall music, a Cartel, and a Cartel have the most joking and most song there.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Because it's all about storytelling. And that
naturally.
Yeah.
And you want to keep your listeners them addicted in a sense to what you are really referring to or singing about.
Alright. So you talk about Cartel, you have the Gaza connection, Sikka Rymes, Full of Girl. You would have said that are your biggest song so far, or what, you know?
Definitely in terms of numbers, because I mean it's the only song that I have on YouTube that has surpassed 1 million views. So I want to big up Sikka Rymes and big up Navigator Entertainment and that project. You know, Mark Vision them who did a good job in shooting the video. So yeah, I would definitely say that are the biggest song where people mostly know me for, because when I pull up on any stage show and I start the first two line of that, man, a problem.
There's a lot of forward for that.
Yeah, man.
Can imagine the girls them a scream. Full of Girl is a good girl tune.
Yeah, man.
So 2020 was your year to shine, because you have Full of Girl, you have Decimal Point as well. So how you just say now where you are at the moment in terms of performing stage shows and everything?
Alright, in terms of performing now, the pandemic did kind of slow up things for me, even though we see a lot of artists rise through the pandemic. I think me one of the artists them where pandemic kind of hold back, because a lot of things did lead towards one upward trajectory, and the pandemic kind of slow it down, but we still put in the work. We never really reach what we want to reach within. Because I know everybody have to have them 3-year or them 5-year plan. So we never really fulfill our plan as a result of the pandemic. But road up and back again, man, and we start get back some shows. We did a show last month in Olaba with Skeng them, and it was a great opportunity for me, because I see how people receive me. With a tough crowd in July with Marksman them, Baker them, Briscoe them, Ensure them, you know. And further down in a year 2022 Sting, if we never put in the work, then we wouldn't really get them opportunity there. Because I said Trendfest with Skeng them in a whole harbor. Mr. Leng was there.
Right, Isaiah Leng.
Yeah, definitely. He was, yeah, man, he was there, and you know, him did, I don't know what relationship him did have with the promoter, but him did ask the promoter about me, and he must have never hear about me, but the impact of when him see people him go on with him did ask, and you know, so from one to the next, and the promoter say, you know, say, them man I love the work, you know, work, them man I say, so if him can do a thing for me upon his thing, it would be a great opportunity for me, and you know, from one thing lead to the next, and eventually you go see posters and the flyer them come out, man.
Yeah, because I see an interview with Heavy D recently where I say a few artists confirmed already, so we can go on record now to reveal you as being one of the first artists for book for Sting return, the return of Sting.
Yeah, man, but you know, Joshy confirmed, Skeng confirmed, Mr. Trouble right now, Silk Bass confirm. Yeah, man, yours truly Inpha Reblitive confirm.
Well, I'm yeah, man. So far, you know, I'm going to that, man, trust me.
Yeah,
you know, Sting are one of the hardest shows to perform on over the years, you know, the history of Sting with the clashing and the thing. But for see it come back now and then for see the younger generation, including themselves, I get the chance to perform now. I know you don't have to talk about nervous. I know you're eagerly await that.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, Sting, I mean, alright. Each year you have certain show where you know say people I look forward to. From January you talk about Rebel Salute. Right. You understand? Some February you talk about Jazz and Blues. Just for name a few, some fest in a summer. And you know say if you're not going with nothing, you can't make it a Sting. And Sting are normally show where even some artists will lukewarm throughout the year. If they go on good as Sting, the following year they normally excel on the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's a good look. We want to go back a little bit into your whole personal life a bit, because you talk about growing up in Raymond and it wasn't easy. But it would have been a bit more difficult for you having lost your father at a young age as well.
Yeah.
I think about at the age 11, your father passed on and things. How did that impact you? Because I know at one point you had to become the breadwinner, but mentally, how did that, you know?
Well, I mean, them things they still affect me mentally, you know, because you know, my father did really role model, person when I look up to while growing up as a little youth, you know what I mean? So that did have a tremendous impact on my life overall, you know what I mean? Like when my father dropped out, we think a lot of things. As a little young youth, 11-year-old, we start thinking about some violent thing we would have wanted the people and so, you know? Like every night for about 2 months straight, we cry as a little youth, you know what I mean? And for some reason, we pray to God, and for some reason, like certain things I used to think about, because I did always I say I can't wait to get big for start. Do back some things to some people where some people do to my father, you understand? But we grow and learn about karma and know say, you seed where you sow, you are going to reap. So we just love out them things there, but you know what I mean? R.I.P. my daddy and love you like life, and him one of the reason them why me so driven to be successful in life, not just in our music alone, overall, because I always would have want to know say him proud of me in whatever me I do. You understand? Whether music, whether 9 to 5, even just being a father to my youth them. You understand? Because you know him drop out when me did young, so I would have love to know say him proud of me. I take care of grandchildren them and things, you see it?
Right.
Yeah,
so
man.
Him legacy live on through you as well.
Yeah, man. And if people listen most of my song them where now have nothing to do with females. Well, I mean, even in a decimal point, there's a line where me I say, remember the pa my father grave. Yeah, man. So
you know, saying for no easy still. You know,
yeah.
But that showed me something, do you know? That even though it was a tragic moment and it impacted negatively, at least you know, say, you know, it brings a level of maturity within you. You understand?
Yeah,
and in a way down, because even growing up, I mean, as I say, I know it from way back, you never shown a sign really Have say, yo, my father drop out, so you have a disadvantage in life. You always show a strong personality. And that reflect in your music now. And I guess that it make you a bit more mature and as I say more focused.
Definitely. As I said, I would love to know say me left a legacy for my youth them. So if certain things happen to me, them better off than what it happened to me when my father dropped out, you know. And as I said, when it comes to my father, I still my favorite person because most of my songs them have things I refer to him or about him if I even want one line.
Right.
Yeah man, always I sing about daddy.
I know him would probably be your biggest fan right now if he were alive. You know, say him son I do them thing. Monty Montgomery Martin and I normally that too, you know, so we have to make the people know.
Yeah man.
You know?
Yeah man, naturally.
Yeah, man. But what more I ask you now, as a country artist, do you feel, I know you get the show them now, but do you feel like you're at a disadvantage as a country artist? You feel ostracized a bit because I know that, you know, sometimes it's a bit more difficult if you're outside of the Kingston spectrum. Tommy Lee did have left from Mobile, other artists are left from Mobile, artists are left from St. Thomas or in Kingston itself. To do music. Do you feel that being on the outskirts of Kingston kind of?
Yes man, 100% man. And even though it's a music program, it's not just music alone. Because if you look at football and them thing, the youth them were the outside of Kingston. I never want to say they get fight, but they get less opportunity. And at the same thing now. However, social media kind of reduce that. So a man will go viral and him sang bad and then him have an opportunity for the world see him. But eventually, in order for him propel him career, him still have left to go Kingston.
Right.
So it still remain man. The youth them at Kingston have way more opportunity than we, but that no means that they're tougher than we are. You understand?
Yeah, right.
Yeah man.
Because Clarendon itself produce a lot of artists, Coco T, Freddie McGregor, the late great Merciless, Leonard Baldy, you know.
Everton blender them same way.
Gage, Rise Up now.
Yeah man, I Octane, you can't left out Octane same way.
As a DJ who really and truly set the trend as a DJ in recent times, you know.
Yeah.
But what I like for is still the Clarendon artists them band together more, you know. I know you do some work behind the scenes with Iceberg and them man too, so.
Yeah, if it's up to me alone, man, it would have been one syndicate, one movement and one motion. However, them say too much bull can roll in a one pen. Because with artists, every artist me know is a leader. You understand? Whether they want to be charismatic, they want to be an autocratic leader, or whatever type, but it's always difficult to have several leaders in a one movement. So if all of we decide to link up and then one man decides say this is the way and the next man decides say that is the way, it go difficult. You understand? But I would love to know say all of we are link up and we always say unity, but we really not do it. You see me, and we would want the client and artists them to understand as well. You see, we as artists, if we not take each other serious, and if we not help promote each other, the fans them and the people them in our parish now go take us serious. Because if you is a client and artist and me see you put in work but me not acknowledge it, then where fans them are go think. You understand? So if me see you as a client and artist and you have a song and me feel like you sang bad, me can share it on my platform too.
But you think that ego have something to do with it? I mean, you talk about leadership and being charismatic or whatever, but do you think that the segregation come because of ego and a man see as a competitor? Yes,
man. Then they say problem there, man. Because remember, you know, no matter how big or small the cake be, you know, 1 million man can get a slice of it, you know. Yeah, and the cake, a music industry big enough, everybody can get a piece of it. So pride and ego now for there, I think, man. We just need to support each other. You understand? Promote and support each other. So me see it.
And you currently work with Boss Lady.
Alright, you know, I wouldn't really say we work with Boss Lady music, you know. That was just on the project for Tommy Lee
album.
Yeah, man. So, you know, she really did manage. She managed Tommy Lee and she really in charge of the album. But how me get on the album was really through my producer, that a Navigator Entertainment, you know, where him was a link with Tommy Lee from long time, you know. So when the option came about and he said Tommy I do the album, because you know the song them voice already, some of them him have chorus, some him have verse. So on this track him did have a chorus long time, and them get couple of the young artists, because be a young artist depend it. You understand, those Tommy Lee and some young artists. So I saw that track they really came about.
Alright,
yeah.
So Tommy Lee, Destiny Sparta, Sikka Rymes, who you know work with it? Those are the artists who you work with already. Who you know work with it who you really want to work with?
Alright, you know my two favorite artists are Cartel and Tommy Lee, you know. You understand? So we already work with Tommy Lee already, but we have more tracks to feature with Tommy Lee. We recorded and stuff already. So definitely would I love to work with Vibes Cartel. Would I love to work with Massacre. You understand? Me have a track to be released, if not late this year, early next year with Shane. A whole heap of artists would I want to work with, man. How if you say work with artists and we not talk about Bounty Killer?
Youth, me tell you that.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Would I love to do a song with Jada them same way, Shensia them same way. Means I love half music, you know. So anybody who is serious about music, we're willing to work. We're willing to work with them. You understand? The young guns them we are running place, you know. Joshy them, Skeng them. Would I love to hear the tune with them same way. Chronicler, one of my favorite nowadays artists too. You see it? So willing to work with anybody, man. When I put myself in a box, as we said earlier.
Yeah, and that's a good outlook, you know, because if you want to be a versatile artist, the more people you work with, the more versatile it makes you. So,
yeah,
so
man.
that's good, and that for sure you say you practice what you preach, because you talk about unity in Clarendon, and now we can say overall
yes,
unity
man.
within the music, you know.
Right. Definitely.
And in terms of overseas, you've not really been on no overseas show yet, but you're being propelled to go on an overseas show. I know your Sting performance would be probably the biggest elevation to go overseas. Where you look for go? Which countries or which continent did I say, yeah man, we want to tap into that market?
Alright, you know, so to be honest, we perform overseas more than one time, but on a like on a festival, we know say a big show. I do some club appearance where when they have book feed, more time we there foreign and we are part of the friend them and them a say club tonight, but you know they not tell we say them and a own of them a club link.
Yeah.
So then just bring we in and them a say yo you can't store them, go give them a you know.
Right.
Yeah man. So most time we been to Canada. We perform about 3 clubs in Canada. We perform in New York about 3 times again. Whenever we go Florida, but I want one little event we did there, like a barbecue thing and we DJ 2 songs for people. So
not really not official.
No, not official. But you know we definitely want to go to Africa go perform same way. You understand? Japan I want big dancehall market, so we want they so same way. Europe just the same. When I put no leash on it, anyway music carry go.
I can picture you hear a tune with you on an Afrobeat.
Yes man, then a foundation that man. But when we go Africa, we want season, because when we go Africa, we don't want to be not just hurry come up. If we go Africa, we want to say we go Africa 1 year before we go. Yeah. Because we want to plan it right way. Motherland that in a man.
Yeah, for real.
Yes man.
Good to go back home, you know.
Definitely man.
And bring the music with it.
Because
dancehall itself big in Africa. Reggae on a whole, you know, man like Lucky Dube back in the days that take up reggae music.
Yeah.
You have so many young and upcoming artists in Nigeria now we still love dancehall music
reggae,
and reggae, you know. So it's a good look. So the continent are one of the places where you want to go Africa.
Yes man.
So that's a good look. So in terms of album now, EP, you have any plan to drop anything?
Alright. You see, as I say about the pandemic, we did have an EP lineup for the pandemic, you know, entitled Me, Myself and Music. And it did have about 7 tracks on it, but the management team them they decide say alright, them are go hold back on that little bit. You understand? Cause we did decide to do some rebranding, figure out how to approach things different throughout the pandemic, you know. So we still have that the EP there, but we probably are gonna release 1 and 2 songs off it until we decide say alright, we are gonna get a body of work together first. Cause now we really are trying to get a 1 song out there where can become a household song before we end up trying to put a whole body of work on the people. So we want to get 1 song out there where everybody know, and then can say, alright, that youth not sound bad. So when time we get that song there, we put the body of work to them.
Together. Right.
Yeah, man.
And more than likely, a navigator would be the main.
Yeah, man. Navigator entertainment all the way, man.
So I mean, Clarendon is booming right now. You know, one thing about Clarendon, the population is very young. So your target audience would be in the young group as well. But as I say, you have a level of maturity, and let me talk about Pit to Pulpit now. It's a very mature song, you know. And
yeah,
I
man.
figure say, yeah, try reach into that gap as well. Because you know, as I say, you don't want to limit yourself. So I figure that even the EP, you try to balance it that way there.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, we always current, you know, and we always try to make the music relevant and current. So if we say a target, a definite target, would I want to say between 18 and 35, because at this so most of the people them depend where we are streaming music them. Most of the people them we are listening to YouTube and so forth. The youth them we sit on the corner with them boombox and them thing they listen music between that age group there. You understand? The bigger people them now in terms of overseas, Europe and them place, they will actually buy music. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, them affiliate because we want to build a fan base in Jamaica first. Because it's difficult as a young artist to promote yourself overseas from Jamaica. So, you know, anything at in Jamaica eventually burn up the world down.
Right. And then funny enough, sometimes the hot song them in Jamaica, you know, hot overseas, but you have a tune when not hot in Jamaica, but it burn up overseas.
Yeah.
Because I speak with Aaron Spencer, Kaboom Nation, in book like Shaggy, Sean Paul, Charlie Black and the likes, you know. And he must say, Party Animal big, but sometime in book Charlie Black for all show in Israel. And not even Party Animal around the place. Other song we not even know where Charlie Black have.
Yes, man.
You know, so sometimes you set a little target, and then you find out say you sing song A for you take on life, and that song B in the world, you know. True.
So, because I mean, even though Charlie might have a song in Israel that might more popular than Party Animal, but a really Party Animal.
Right, set him.
Yes, because when people see you as an artist and you do a song with them, like then start research some of your old song them and so forth.
And that bring life to the older song them.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So what's your message now for the young artists them come up? You know, the artists them did their struggle, them they at the pit right now.
Yeah.
And want to reach a pulpit like how you reach.
Well, I wouldn't say me reach, but we depend on where we are, you know. Yeah, for everybody we're in a music, you know that say if you love music, continue, man. But if you not do it for your love, it don't make no sense. Because music come with a lot of hard work, you know. You understand? Late nights in a studio. So believe in yourself, put in your work. As we can tell you that say, I work, and then I idle after. Yeah, man. So it's not a thing where you feel like you get up and do a song tomorrow and you're rich the following day. You understand? So just put in your work, man, and believe in yourself and careful of your circle where you're there. You know? You understand? Because if you circle positive, then a positive energy you give out in a universe. And positivity will follow you. And if your energy, where the people where you're surrounded, negative, then that can impact you and your growth in our music. Yeah, man. Put in the work.
How difficult it is for you to maintain that after you put in the work and you see you steadily arise with a tune them Pit to Pulpit, decimal point.
Yeah.
You know, how difficult it is not to get complacent.
As me say, the circle, you know what I mean, as I see Chapdan there's a big up chat done every time. Yeah, man. If if a week pass and chat done asks me, why new song we are work on now? Something wrong. You understand? Because as me say, circle important because them always motivate me. Because no matter how you're intrinsically motivated, you still are going to need external motivation at times. You see it? So the circle, big up my mother to my mother are one of my biggest fan in her music. You understand? So me have people where motivate me if I want to do it same way. And then like me see artists who struggle over years and take a while to reach. And I see them reach and I say then, you can't give up my bro. Because I know Massacre long before Massacre bus. Not know him personally, but I know half him and the music. And I say that youth are bad, you know? But them always have him as an underground artist. You see me? So like when I see people like Massacre really get the mainstream now and a lead, I'm proud of them moment there. So them things they motivate me if I not give up just the same.
Right. Which is a good look, you know. And it's good that you can take somebody else's story or experience as motivation.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes we just see the glimmer and the glamour and feel say I hit that, you know. When you bring up a story like Massacre and Hole and you take him to reach and you say I can use that as motivation. Because the motto of Clarendon College, persevere and excel. So
definitely.
you don't have no choice but to persevere and excel.
Yeah, man. True. I want to say big up the team, you know. You understand? Navigator Entertainment, Chap Dan, you know where you go. Iceberg, Strike. You know what I mean? Navas Crazy Loco, Jenna Dial them, Mr. Henry, Pizzle. Yeah man, the whole Reblitive team, the whole Clarendon. Just continue look out for great work and continue to support on artists them, you understand? Fully upgrade.
Merciless, the late great Merciless, you know, one of Clarendon champion, dancehall champion to Jamaican champion, you know, any condolence we want to send to the family or, you know, or talk about the loss of such a great icon?
Yeah man, it was really unexpected and surprising. So we know a family were probably in a shock same way. Because you know them not expect that. So yeah man, we love and condolence goes out to the family same way. You know what I mean? We are going to pass through when they set up anything them a keep. Because you know them do a little thing for him.
Right.
So we are going to pass through and show we love and we support just the same because we icon and we have to cherish him. Even though of late, since in Japan, I say all heap of people are posting song them and Ray and them thing they we not like. We don't want a man after you're gone. Yeah, so big up Merciless, R.I.P. to a real legend, you know what I mean?
Alright, so social media, what we can find if people want to reach out to your book, yo?
Yeah man, everywhere are the same thing man. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, INPHA_Reblitive. You know what I mean? YouTube, Inpha Reblitive, Vivo same way. Yeah man, nothing no change. One name on all social media platform. Infa spell with a I, a N, a P, a H and a A. Can't miss. Upgrade.
We know you follow the path of great legend out of Clarendon and we say, as we say, we look forward to great things from you in front of you. So
yeah,
give
man.
thanks.
Every time, you know? Yeah man, respect and we appreciate the opportunity, you understand?
We're star, we're a highlight star, you know?
Yeah man, definitely.
That's what it's about, and we say as the Clarendon connection is important, more so than ever, because sometimes if you want to fix a nation, you have to fix your household first.
Yeah man.
You understand? So in my term now, if you want dancehall to unite and reach a different level, we have to start a Clarendon as Clarendon people, you know?
Yes man, definitely.
Have a greater outlook. So there you have it, Inpha Reblitive on our platform, Reggaemylitis. Nice interview, so we want to big up the boss again to pass through. And also we want to big up Nexus Hookah Lounge right here at 3 Mineral Heights, Mapin, Clarendon. If you want to get top shelf liquor at lower shelf price, at the right place to be. And everything is nice little surrounding, so when you have the chance you can pass through Nexus Lounge, of course. This is Reggaemylitis. I'm your boy and your host, Cool T.
You
my